Steven Wilson Jr. with Theo Von. I am really interested in what we have here because I heard him for the first time recently and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I am very interested in this singer-songwriter. I work with a lot of singer-songwriter types. Love 3 Chords and the Truth. This guy's so talented. Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steven Wilson Jr.
I believe this is an original, right? What are you doing? He's beating the crap out of that guitar.
Gary these days been lying in his bed, man, working on the same car, going on a decade.
Natural vibrato.
Scribbles on junk mail, don't draw attention.
Closed
Never really
on the
noticed,
end.
but now that I mention it, there ain't a lot of boys named Gary these days, born with the cigarette glued to their face, fixing about anything a hammer can handle, saving all the money cause a Gary don't gamble. Ain't a lot of girls going by Debbie anymore, but they got the same nicotine pouring out their pores. Time leaves town but the minute hand stays. There ain't a lot of boys named Gary these days.
His power source and just overall control seems just very natural. You know, a lot of time in lessons, I'm just going to pause briefly and say, I teach. If you like this, sign up for a lesson. Link in the description below. Because singing in his style is very hard to do comfortably. Once he gets into, I assume he might get into some of the screamier stuff, maybe not. But he is appears balanced to me. I guess we'll see as this performance carries on. But that's so important with singing. That's why people do lessons, really. At the end of the day, achieving a balance for your sound flow so that it doesn't hurt, so that you don't lose your voice. And so he's just fascinating to me. He seems really natural.
Gary these days been worried about the bad news.
Just resonant tone,
There ain't a lot of
like up
teenagers
front.
filling up the church pews.
But he's very closed in how he pronounces.
Burning bush lights, don't talk to his brother. The people even still say grace before supper. There ain't a lot of boys named Gary these days, born with a cigarette glued to their face, fixing about anything a hammer can handle, saving all the money cause a Gary don't gamble. Ain't a lot of girls going by Debbie anymore, but they got the same nicotine pouring out their pores.
Nicotine
Time
pouring
leaves
out their
town, but the
pores.
minute hand
Love it.
stays. There ain't a lot of boys named Gary these days.
He's so interesting.
Every now and then gets the damn thing running, takes it out for a spin, first week in May. He believes in God, but believes in a little black eyed peas on the stove on his day.
Man.
I had a weird suspicion with the light out on the front porch.
Little fry.
Hard medication poured down where the drain pours. He holds his left arm while his parakeet prays. Has anybody seen much of Gary these days?
Man.
Has anybody seen much of Gary these days? No, there ain't a lot of boys, ain't a lot of boys, ain't a lot of boys named Gary. 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 Gary.
So great.
do it like that? It's just fun, huh?
This is fun.
It's
I
almost
can't
like the
resist
door
it.
closes on it
Yeah.
or something.
It's like this, Gary dies,
Oh.
and it's almost like the door closes on Gary. It's Gary said.
Oh, wow. Okay, that was really cool. From a basic singer-songwriter, guitar player standpoint, I just want to say that it's really interesting to me that he chooses to play on the nylon strings. He plugs in and gets distorted sounds from his pedals, and I don't know, this is just not so common. I mean, typically when people are playing with pedals, outside of like, a looper, when you're playing on an acoustic guitar, typically there's no interest in getting those distorted sounds that way. People typically play electric guitars in that fashion. It's just, but there's a lot that he's doing on the rhythmic part of it that it's just different when you're like anybody who plays guitar, like if you've played an electric versus an acoustic, you can really hone in on some completely different styles of playing. It's just interesting the way he chooses those nines, those big stretches, which is so kind of like heavy rock, but it's singer-songwriter storytelling. Just totally tickled by the Garys and the Debbies. I just love it so much. It's really, really well done. But, I think I probably mentioned it in my first video. A lot of his distorted vocal sounds come from a combination of false chord distortion. Those kind of, basically the vocal cords and the false chords above kind of getting that sound. And then he also has a little bit of vocal fry in there. And one of the things I'm kind of like listening for phrasing, like he really has a nice balanced entry. And here's your nerdy vocal lesson. If you want more, as I said before, link in the description, because this is actually really important. But I'm listening for glottal attack. And there's 3 different mechanisms with your breath flow, essentially. You can have your vocal cords come together after the air has already been present. Essentially, we've triggered our airflow. Aspirant H. It'll be H-y when the air flows first and the vocal cords seal afterward. We don't really hear that on him, do we? And then the ideal, which is what he is, as far as I can tell, not in super close analysis, but it seems that his vocal cords are coming together. His airflow is hitting at the same time, because I'm kind of listening for some kind of scrapey, non-vocal fry kind of sounds. I'm not hearing that. That's a really obvious example would be, so my hands are the vocal cords. I held my breath in. Think about like if you go to lift an object and your body tenses and then you release the air. He seems to have like a really nice natural flow where the vocal cords come together, the air hits. He just seems to really, which goes miles and miles, because people lose their voices when they hold their airflow back. And if you listen through from this standpoint, if you watch him again, you'll notice like he seems to have this balance with air that we're looking to achieve in vocal lessons all the time. I hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you, everyone. I listened to your reaction suggestions in the comments. Please leave a comment and a like. Love you. Peace.